Hello and welcome back. Today we are out and we're going to spread some gravel with the Bobcat MT100, and this is a test that is this machine the right long-term machine for me. So a few weeks ago I was approached about doing a building pad here, and this guy had this done before. It was supposed to be done the first time, but it is very unlevel. It was done too early. They didn't do a very good job. That corner over there is about 6 inches higher than this corner, and he wants to get a barn built on it. So I got some gravel delivered here and I'm going to level it off. As you can see, they used number 2 and then put 73 on top of it, but I think it was done when it was way too wet and it just all shoved together, and it really does not look good. Whenever I quoted it, I did it for renting a real skid steer. And then I came back, looked at it, met with him, and I thought, you know what? I'm not gonna rent a real skid steer. I'm just gonna do it with the Bobcat, save my money. It's gonna take a little bit longer, but I'm just gonna use what I got, because the one thing I hate about renting stuff is you are on somebody else's time. I don't like to be on somebody else's time. I wanna do it when I wanna do it, and a lot of times that is quicker than waiting on somebody else. So this is gonna be the test of, is this machine right for me? Or is it time to upgrade to a real skid loader? And I guess we'll find out, and I'll tell you why I've been thinking about upgrading to a real skid loader. So, all right, so here I'm just going to start with my big 72-inch grading bucket, and I'm going to comb some of this high corner back the best I can, try to get some of that number 2 pulled back through it where it is low. And now I've got my 44-inch smooth bucket on here, and I'm just going to start laying the gravel out. I like to just lay it out kind of just loose, not perfect, and then I'll go back through and then I'll grade it all out with my big grading bucket. right, so at this point I've got most of the gravel spread out. When I first started, I was very concerned that I was not going to have enough gravel. I was going through it pretty quick, and then it all leveled up pretty good. So what I like to do with this machine, and I'm not sure that I would do this with a big one, but this one that's small, what I like to do is I put my 44-inch bucket on, or my tooth bucket, like my I think it's 48, but I put my small bucket on, I disperse all the gravel, kind of just rough grade it, it's not even close right now, and then I'll put my 72-inch on my big material bucket, and I will grade it out that way. The 72-inch weighs more, so it balances the MT better. Obviously it takes up more space, so I don't have to go back and forth a million times. So far I'm 37 minutes into the job, feeling pretty good about it. Obviously it's still no real skid loader, but it's doing pretty good. So I'm going to put the big material bucket on, get a drink of water, and get back to it. So I just finished that up. It really needs another 10 to 15 tons to be perfect. My lower side here, which was lower when I started, it's still like half the pad is still about 2 inches. It's all graded smooth, but it definitely tapers to that end. That's it for today. We'll see what he wants to do, and we'll talk about the Bobcat in the truck. The Bobcat MT100 actually did pretty good. It took about 2.5 hours to do all of that work. 44 tons of gravel, and then spreading it wasn't the time saver or the time killer. It was mainly grading everything out. I like to kind of get a center point. I started in the middle, got a center base, and then just graded everything off of that. And using that big bucket on the MT100 makes all the difference of grading with that machine. It weighs more in the front, that way it balances the machine, and then it has so much overhang that you can stay on level with the tracks. We have enough overhang to where you can scrape the sides and just keep that steady grade going. So yeah, a bigger skid loader would have worked well. It didn't take that long to do it with the MT100. And one thing I love about that MT100, and it's because I've mastered, I've spent 2 years on this thing, I've done so much stuff with it, is how connected you are with the machine and how precise you can be. Since you're standing on it, you can feel every bump, you can feel tilts, you can feel hills, and being that all the controls are mechanical, you have all the perfect feel with it. It's not like you're feeling, you know, you can feel when you start pushing a little heavy, you start digging, you can feel, it's hard to understand. If you ran a mechanical machine or you're mastered the electronic machine, you know what I mean. But it works great. And the funny thing is, when those things came out in 2021, I was doing a lot more of this work, and I rented them because they're cheap to rent, and if you just need a loader, it's tough to beat them. But I hated them. I hated grading with them. I really did not like them, but I think once you put the right bucket on it, you have those wide tracks versus the narrow tracks that the rental companies have. The machine is really, really good. And to do this kind of stuff, it's the big skid steer is better, yes, but for these mini skids, they're pretty underrated of what they'll do. They're so widespread. Like, you can do small stuff with them and it's so easy to do, and you have great visibility, but you can also do a little bit bigger projects. It's just going to take you a little bit longer. So that's not saying that I don't want a big skid steer. I still do want one. I don't know when I'll get one. I really don't want to spend any more money on a skid steer. As it sits, that MT, I could probably get $25,000 to $28,000 with all my attachments, somewhere in there. It's only got 600-700 hours on it. It's in good shape, but the replacement for it, a nice compact track loader with similar hours and condition, is probably going to be about $40,000. So for $15,000 upgrade, I don't know that it's worth it to me. That thing works great for firewood stuff. I've said it before, if you're just working in a wood yard, that is the best machine. If like you're only having a machine just for firewood stuff, that thing is awesome. But its biggest downfalls is its travel speed. If you're working in small areas, the 4 miles an hour, it's fine. You can really go quick. The hydraulics are quick. Its biggest downfall is those tracks, as far as it just 4.5 miles in forward, 3.5 miles an hour in reverse, and you have a 44-inch bucket. I think ideally, to do this kind of work, like a 54 or a 60 low pro bucket would be ideal, because I can move gravel with the 72. I just can't get a big scoop with it. So I think somewhere between my 48 and the 72 would be ideal for gravel, and I would like the machine a lot more. I do really like it, but standing on it for 2 hours doesn't really bother me. But I would really like to have a cab and a seat and air condition. Because now I have a 1-year-old son, and he would love to ride in it with me and do this kind of stuff. He really likes machines and he likes to watch everything. So I think not only would I like the cab and stuff, I think like going forward, it would be really nice to have a machine that I can share with my son and we can do this kind of stuff together. So I don't know when it'll come. I'd either want like a Cat 239 or 249, or like a Bobcat T595 or T64, 62, 66, somewhere in there. But it's just swallowing that pill to upgrade when this thing, it works. And as much as I use it, this is probably what I should have, but I really want a full-size skid steer with a cab. So that'll do it for this video. Well, I might not. We might be doing more work. We'll see. You know what? It'll do it for this video. If I do more work out here, I'll film it, because I'm going to have to haul some gravel and do a final touch-up of this place. But hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed my rambling. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.